The Terrible Warriors is brought to you by support from our listeners on Patreon. Patreon supporters get named in our games, have postcards sent to them in the mail, and can sign up for special privileges on our Discord channel, as well as a private monthly group run by GMs on this show. Those groups might end up playing games that will be featured on the podcast, or return to some of our classics that we just don't have room for anymore on the show, or maybe we'll play a game that you've always wanted to enjoy. Find out more information on our Patreon page, patreon.com/Terrible Warriors. Today, on the Terrible Warriors, we return to the Bloodwall campaign, a special summer event run by Tom, He's an Evil Genius White. He got together a bunch of friends of the show to play an interesting concept. 2 separate campaigns recorded separately with different player groups. Both of these campaigns happen at the exact same time. It's taken him a while to do all these recordings because after he did 1 hour, he'd have to record another hour with that group and then return and back and forth, and here we are with the second episode. Today, the north of the Bloodwall campaign, and at the same time, the south of the Bloodwall campaign is also available to download. And next week, on Tuesday and Thursday, episodes 3 and 4 from both campaigns released at the same time. 8 episodes in 2 weeks. I hope you can keep up. For now, I hand my microphone and my dice to our GM, Tom, He's an Evil Genius White.
Hello, welcome back to Terrible Warriors. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Tom, He's an Evil Genius White. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Dice Warriors. And we're playing Dungeons & Dragons North of the Bloodwall. So, since last time, what happened? There was a king who was attacked by orcs, and we went to save him. I guess that's pretty much all that happened, right?
Korg killed many orcs.
Korg, one-shotted an orc and then cleaved
twice.
Almost through the entirety of the next one.
I was gonna say, technically I one-shotted 2 at once.
An orc tried to hit me and missed, and I went whoopsies, and I smacked him in the face.
We argued about what cover I was behind, bushes or the cart itself,
for 20 minutes.
and then named you Garrett Understuff.
Yeah, which I have not completely approved of yet.
A bunch
branding.
of people got smacked in the face, and I hid under a wagon, and fun was had.
Garrett had one job and he failed it.
I did not fail it. It was not my job to keep that woman alive. And I made fun of one of Terrible Warriors' patrons today.
And we found Matthew Baumgartner.
All right, so let's introduce ourselves.
Lewis, let's you first.
Lewis is still mad.
I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to go first. Hi, I am Lewis Linkara Lovhaug, host of the web series Atop the Fourth Wall, where I review terrible comic books, and occasionally I do Power Rangers stuff and other assorted minutia.
Hi everybody, I'm Cassie D20 Love Chew, and I'm here for you.
Hi, I'm Big Mike from D20 Live and the 404s, and I am here because I was asked, and I'm a shameless person. You can follow me at youtube.com/D20Live.
Wish mine rhymed.
Alright,
You see, I gotta say something. Throughout this entire Skype call, Cassie's icon has been that one psychotically happy Ruby from Steven Universe. So every time she talks, I just imagine that's the face she's got.
I mean, I am that Ruby. That's just me. I'm just that Ruby. I love that Ruby.
Okay, so you're staring down some sort of war chief orc sitting on top of a wolf, and his medicine priest guy, and
If he's got a hammer and black armor, I'm leaving.
No, he's got a giant crossbow.
Oh, that's even worse!
So everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, goody, I guess.
Oh, that's right. My initiative modifier is 0. I'm the best.
You're the best at being you.
7.
Yay.
21.
Ooh, nice.
17. I actually did okay.
Okay, guys, I'm just going to say this now. I want to befriend that wolf.
Alright, we can try and make that happen.
Because it seems so friendly.
Hey, maybe that dire wolf will look at Korg and be like, damn, that's a badass right there. I want to be his friend.
You see, here's what I imagine. I imagine that at first it's going to attack Korg, and he's going to be like, guys, it likes me. And then after a course of years, he's going to have worn it down by affectionately petting it like the abominable snowman from the Bugs Bunny cartoons. And he's just like, oh, he's so wonderful, and he's my friend. And at a certain point, the wolf's like, he's just stronger than me. I can't say no. And his chuckling conveys exactly how much he's into that, too.
Okay, so the dwarf has the highest initiative. He's going to fire his crossbow at the bone guy.
The bone guy.
Yep.
The guy with the bones. The guy with the weird bone crown.
And it, like, ticks off the shoulder plate of the guy's armor. Okay, Garrett.
Right, so that's... God damn it, at my size, it's not even a freaking crossbow anymore. It's a fucking ballista. But
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm going to be a fucking meat dish. Is there any way... Because I've got my little light crossbow to be like... I almost want to say size doesn't matter, but I don't want to hear him laugh that hard. So I'm going to stealth, and I'm going to move so I can get to a 30-foot range so I can fight this guy.
Okay, it looks like the only thing you can really hide behind at this point is just dead bodies that are everywhere.
That's cool. I blend with dead bodies.
Okay, you can do that.
That sounds like a good hang. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, I'll just be like going through. They're all bigger bodies than me anyway. I'll just be like, oh look, there's a halfling body here. Oh shit, it's alive! Ha ha! You know.
just find one of the smaller ones and pick them up and do like a weekend at Bernie's thing. You're just like, look, it is me, the alive person.
It's way more elaborate than I have the time to do in combat, but I love your initiative.
Okay, so you rolled 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say that's a hit. So you are aiming for the guy on the wolf, right?
No, that was my stealth. I'm not trying to hit him yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now I'm trying. I want my sneak attack bonus.
That is a pretty good hide roll.
All right. Thank you.
All right, plus 10. Ooh.
That's my attack roll.
There you go.
That's a crossbow, right?
Yeah, 20. Did I crit?
Natural 19 is a critical threat, so
Oh
reroll.
shit. Yeah, so I got 24. So let's reroll. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. There I
Well,
am.
at least you hit.
There I am. Only I could get a critical and then roll a 1 on the confirmation roll. Because that is who I am. That is the man that dice have made me.
Okay, so
Yes, I know, Korg, you always do it better.
Okay, roll your attack and damage, or sorry, your damage and your sneak attack.
Yeah. It's 7.
Okay, 7. So okay, you fire a crossbow. It hits him right in the side. He doesn't even react to it.
Yeah, that's about par.
He like this would have been like a really serious wound on most people, but this guy looks like it doesn't even bother him.
This isn't people. This is a giant wall of fuck off riding a thing that can kill me.
Wow.
Okay,
I love the puppy.
You can have the puppy.
Okay, so the soldier who came with you chucks a spear, and yeah, it hits the ground in front of the wolf. Yeah, that was a.
Oh
bet.
look, he's armed it. Because now it's gonna fucking play fetch.
Oh.
It did play fetch, didn't it?
Oh.
Okay, it's not a critical, but the war chief rolled a natural 19 on his heavy crossbow.
To hit whom?
That was a that was a lucky confirmation. Okay, so let me see.
Good stuff. To hit whom?
Just 1 second, let me find my die. Jeez, where are all my D10s in there? Okay. Okay, Korg.
Oh, thank
Yo.
God.
You take 8 damage. This gigantic crossbow hits you right in the chest.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh, thank God he hit Korg.
Alright, where's, let's see, where can I mark off damage? Alright, so I just took, ooh, that is not good for me.
Also, roll a fortitude check.
Sorry, I
Second.
was saying oh fuck because I saw what my total HP is.
Yeah. Roll a fortitude save.
Where would I find fortitude?
That'll be in your go look at where it says ability scores, right underneath it says saving throws in the main character statistics page.
Alright, where is that? Where did you say it was underneath it? Oh, there it is, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
fortitude.
base 2, ability gives me 3, is that, so, plus 5?
Yes, roll plus 5.
24.
Yeah, he fine.
Okay. You seem to be okay.
I seem to be, except I lost over half my hit points.
Yeah, well, the crossbow bolt was also poisoned.
Oh, good!
Ooh.
But you did not succumb to the poison.
Well, that's good.
Crossbow bolt was also poison. Because giant fucking ballista bolt.
Okay, so Celeste.
Yes.
That's what they were doing at the
It
Battle
is
of
your
Minas
go.
Tirith, coating all their bolts in fucking poison.
Yep. Makes all the sense. This is exactly what happened. Okay. So they're like super staring us down and crap. That's great. It's not great, but that's great.
Good use the hat, Celeste!
Yep. Okay. So Korg is hurting. I'm gonna give him a heals. What kind of heals am I gonna give my dude Korg?
You still have a scroll, and you can still cast 3 Cure Light Wound spells from your own.
Yeah.
Is this considered a light wound?
I mean, it's as good as I can do. Unfortunately, I'm still like.
Oh, I'm not
up.
complaining, I'm just...
Relative to you,
I'm so sorry. Alright, yeah, I'm going to cast Cure Light Wounds.
Okay, so roll 1d8 and add your level to it, which is 1. Okay, so 5. So you get back 5 of the hit points that you lost, which was
Hooray!
more than half. So
Sweet, so I'm back up to 12 hit points.
Hooray!
well, 12 hit
Thank you very
points is
much.
monstrous.
in 3.5, not in Pathfinder.
Nope.
Yes, we know how much you love Pathfinder. So,
It's very good.
It's a good system.
It's a very good system.
So if you know how much you like the better 3.5, Mike, yes, I do like my things to be not broken.
Moving on!
okay, so the Major, being the crazy kook that he is, just runs up and charges and swings his sword, and the war chief basically bats his sword away with the crossbow.
Yep.
You know,
There's a man who knows how to die.
like a normal, sane person would do.
Can we just say the crossbow snaps its wire just so we have a chance?
We're fine!
No, we're not, Korg! If one of those ballista bolts gets me, I will literally not be.
We're fine!
That's why you're hiding.
Oh, man.
Okay. So the dude with all the bones steps forward, starts chanting and holds his fingers out, and flames funnel out from his fingertips. Everyone do a reflex save.
Oh, okay.
Tell me I have evasion. Tell me I have evasion. Of course I don't have evasion, because I'm not good enough to have evasion.
We're gonna find reflex.
Same place we found a fortitude save.
It's a 0 again.
Here we
Very
go.
good.
Reflex. Okay.
Very good.
Plus
Very
0
good.
or okay.
Plus 0. Hang on. How could I roll?
No, it's minus
0?
0, Tom.
8.
No, I meant like the roll came up 0.
That's
That
impossible.
wouldn't be possible. 7! Oh, joy!
Yes! 22! I'll live.
Okay, so let's see here.
You
So
guys,
we're boned.
you might be dead.
I'm not.
I mean, it's just burning hands. It's not a powerful spell.
To us it is right now. At level 1, burning hands is like the wrath of God.
Okay, so Celeste and Korg each take 3 points of damage.
Yep.
Garrett takes 1.
Yeah, Garrett rolls under a body like if it's a fucking tauntaun. Anyway.
Yeah, so Cassie, you're gonna have your work cut out for you in this battle.
Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy!
We believe in you, Celeste.
Okay. My max HP is 9.
That is so great. I live in awe of that 9.
So, Riga is not looking too well, but she's still standing.
Riga! Sit down, you dumb woman! Not to be sexist, but it's just what you are. Dumb, and also happen to be a woman.
Okay, Korg.
Alright, I am going to move within spear throwing distance.
Okay.
And I am gonna toss this thing at the guy on top of the wolf.
Okay, roll.
Alright, so let me see the thing. Attack bonus 3, so 1d20 plus 3. Come on. Damn, 11.
Let's see. No, it goes over his head.
Damn it.
Okay, at this point, all the orcs fighting the soldiers with shields are getting hacked down to... There's like 3 of them left. Okay, so the dwarf is going to go again. I'm just going to say he attacks and misses. Garrett, your move.
Okay, well, first off, I'm going to make my attack.
Okay.
With my light crossbow, and I'm going to go for shaman, the shaman boy fellow.
Okay.
Not yet a boy, not quite a man. 22 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
Alright, I'm not stealth right now. I haven't been stealth this entire time. So it's just a straight d6. So it's a 3 damage. Now I'm going to roll the stealth, which is to hide. Which is a 28.
That is a very good hide.
Yes, it is. I'm gone.
Okay, so yeah, your crossbow bolt basically hits him right in the stomach, and he's he's kind of like clutching himself, but he's managing to barely keep his feet.
Good. Good.
Okay, so the soldier, seeing this guy be injured, figures it would be a good opportunity for him to try to take him down, but he actually misses his swing.
No.
Why is everyone around us so fatally dying?
Okay, so the war chief reloads his crossbow, and it's a heavy crossbow, so it basically takes him the whole round to reload it.
Good. Take your time.
Okay,
Take
so
your time, big boy. Alright. Hi. Okay. Oh, man. We are not doing good. Alright,
How many people can you heal per turn?
Well, if she
just
uses...
one.
Unless she
One,
uses
right?
channel positive energy. Do you have that yet, Cassie?
No.
Damn it.
Rip. Well,
Might be best to heal yourself because without you, we're screwed.
yeah, but I feel like it would be in Celeste's personality to think of others before herself. So there's that.
You did only take 3 points of damage, so...
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to, I don't really have very many heals left. Jeez.
You still have 2 first level spells left, and
Yeah.
you have 1 scroll left, and you have
Yeah.
2 0 level spells.
Yeah. It's just, at the rate we are taking damage, I sure am going through my spells quickly. Alright, I'm gonna cure... Where are you? Is that a thing I... Cure Maya wounds is a 0, level 1 is cure light wounds 0, okay. Alright, I'm gonna cure light wounds, on Cork.
Okay.
Alright.
Ouch.
Beautiful.
Okay, well, you got 2 hit points back.
I'll take them.
That was a 2. That was a that was a 2, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a 1 plus 1.
Hey, I'll take it.
Every little bit helps.
Okay.
Okay, the major can't score a hit. Okay, so the shaman guy is going to heal himself. So he manages to heal the crossbow wound.
Fuck
Okay,
you!
Korg.
I put a lot of work into shooting you.
So I want to hear you guys. So I want to talk to you guys for a second and try to figure out a strategy here, because here are our options. If I try to attack the guy on the wolf, I'll probably get my ass kicked.
Right.
I could attack the shaman, which I probably could deal with.
Yeah.
Alternatively, could I try to intimidate the wolf?
You can try.
No, he's saying it in the GM speak of, you can always try. What if we just try to get the king out of here and make a retreat with the king and let everyone else kind of deal
We
with
see the
that?
king.
Not as such. Like, you know where he is because there's like a wall of soldiers blocking off a very small area, so you know that he's right behind that.
Yeah, but like tactically speaking, unless someone in the soldiers is coordinating us and throwing down wicked buffs, we have a relatively mobile cart. We could get him out of here, and the soldiers could run cover, and we can get him back to the capital. That's my thought. I open it to the floor.
Problem is, we only have a vague idea of where he is, and we could take a lot of damage in the while looking for him.
Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage fighting the people too.
And
True.
trying to like yell ideas and orders in the midst of a battle, especially with so many people, like yelling and clashing, is going to be a hard thing to do.
All right, to me, it comes down to 2 choices: either I attack the shaman, or I try to intimidate the wolf. With the attack, I have great sword, +4 or to a d20. Intimidation gives me +5, but I don't know what it's going to take down the wolf.
Well, I am all for using creative solutions. So I am down to follow what people feel like is a good idea, and I'm gonna try and make sure people don't die.
Mike, what do you think?
If the GM, I'm going with what you got, man. I'm not here to throw up shit.
I really want to. I mean, I should be impartial, but I really want to see Lewis try to intimidate the wolf.
Do that. Tell you
I'm
what,
super down with that.
We'll do that. We'll do it your way for a round. If it goes catastrophically bad, we'll try and extract the king.
All right.
That works.
I'm going to
All
try
right.
to intimidate that wolf.
Do it!
Come on. God damn it!
Oh no!
9!
So we're escaping with the king.
So you you basically scream at the wolf, and the wolf kind of growls back, in like anger, but not like. He doesn't seem any more furious than before.
I'm just imagining Cord just like screams at him, just like and then Wolf is just like, dude, what the fuck? Can you like not? You're like, fuck you.
I would even go even further than that. It's just like, is it trying to mate? Is this its mating cry?
You're noisy. Can you
I
not
let you attack as well, because I don't think just screaming should count as a standard action.
Fair enough. I'll try to attack the shaman since that works. Since that otherwise didn't work so well.
Okay.
Natural 2.
Well,
So-
when you get
So it's catastrophically bad. Let's get the king and run.
okay.
What did I tell you, Mike? What did I tell you in the last session?
You know what, Lewis? I'm kind of chalking this up to the fact that I can't profit from your suffering because I'm on your side.
6 was my roll.
Riga throws her spear, and it just, it's not even worth mentioning.
Why are you here?
Rika throws her spear.
You
And
even
moving
do a
on.
push-up in the cart on the way here.
Okay, so at this point, the soldiers have pretty much killed all of the attacking orcs, and so basically this war chief and his shaman are the only ones left. And
That's good.
Oh, good,
the
more
wall
targets.
The wall of soldiers is advancing on them now. So the chief kind of looks around, sees himself surrounded in like 2 different directions. He sees the writing is on the wall, and basically just knocks over his shaman and rides off.
Knocks over his shaman?
Come
Yeah.
back, puppy!
The shaman's like basically in his way. He like shoves him aside and just rides off on the wolf.
Wow.
If you guys
Rude.
want to fire at him as he's escaping, you
Yeah, I'm
can.
down- I'm down
not
for that.
Gonna...
I
down
lost
for
my
that.
spear.
That is a good roll.
Yeah, that's
And
24 with a 19.
It's a natural 19.
Yeah, which
So
is
Natural 19.
re-roll it.
please.
Yo!
Oh!
I know the rules on this one. I get to roll again.
Yeah, I'm gonna allow it.
Yeah, because the criticals keep stacking. If I get a 3rd critical in a row, it's a kill. Please. Please. My entire RPG career has been leading up to this moment. Well,
That's still a good roll.
yeah.
Yeah.
Goodish
okay,
roll.
So roll crit plus your sneak attack damage. So it's 3d6.
Okay. I don't get anything for the fact that I got another 20.
By the way, the roll was a 15.
Not really, but
Aw.
yeah.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, 9. It's not terrible.
So basically you get him like almost right up the butt. Like it goes.
Was that
it goes,
just
like,
3d6? Aren't you? You said you're supposed to add your crit, no? Or did I miss something?
Yeah, no. The regular roll is 1d6.
I get 1d6. The crit
Oh,
doubles it. My sneak
2d6.
attack adds an additional d6.
Oh, I see. Okay,
So
sorry.
it basically goes like right through his leg and out the other end.
Ugh.
And
Wow.
like upper thigh, like right next to his butt.
Good. I will never
Okay.
claim ownership of that attack.
Okay, so
I claim ownership.
Yeah, you can have it, Korg. It's all yours, man.
so the
I
shaman's
shot him in
still,
the butt.
the shaman's still there. and
I
he
count as
doesn't have-
his light crossbow. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. The shaman is still there, and he doesn't have a wolf to ride away on, so he's kind of he doesn't really have any options other than to fight his way through.
I almost have half a mind to go up to him and be like, "Hey, dude, I'm sorry. Your bro totally just like ditched you. That's uncool. They're there." But I know that's not gonna work, so I'm not
Try.
gonna do.
You can
So
try
yeah,
from a
Celeste,
distance.
it's your move.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Roll diplomacy.
Yeah.
He So he basically just drops everything he's carrying. He doesn't like put his hands in the air or anything like he's surrendering, but he just looks like he's lost all like any kind of resolve to. He's just kind of standing there trying to figure out what to do. He's basically stunned with indecision.
just from behind a corpse. Surrender. Surrender.
So I kind of like put my weapons, like lay them on the ground, and like try and like give a friendly gesture, like "Hello, I'm not gonna hurt you." We can be maybe friends. It's okay.
Maybe roll sense motive to see if you can figure out what this guy is thinking, feeling.
Where are you? Where is the okay.
Anyone else can roll as well.
I'm not rolling shit off of this guy. He's got the King's Knight staring him down. Depending on how this conversation goes, he is 3 arrows away from death.
19.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, he doesn't look like he has any intention of surrendering, but he literally has no way to fight. So he's
So he's defeated.
Yeah. So
Korg, I love your binary on the world, you know that?
It's super good.
So he's got like he has like his body language suggests he has some sort of resolve that he doesn't want to like give up, but he has like nothing to do. Like he can't hurt any of you.
We win.
Yeah, I'm with that. Well, let's go see if what the King's justice is.
So, question: has the guy on the wall just completely gotten away, just injured?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
We could turn this into a net gain if we can try and convince him to be friend.
Okay, so
Well,
basically,
all of the
be my
King's
friend.
There's still the King's phalanx, whatever it's called.
phalanx.
Thank you. There's still the King's phalanx that's basically staring him down. I'm pretty sure they're going to have an over-under on it.
So basically, the major just goes up and like tackles the guy to the ground and just pins him.
I'm sorry. I had this mental
Guys,
picture of him
be
just.
gentle, please. Don't hurt him too much, please. Please be gentle.
He burned your face.
He burned my hat.
I mean, he didn't know that there was the potential of friendship.
I'm just gonna stare at Celeste and just make a face at her.
See, here's my mental picture of the major just walking up normally like an ordinary person, and then who's right next to him just goes, huh, and just jumped on him.
Okay, so the wall of soldiers lowers their shields and steps aside, and behind them is a man maybe 40 years old, long gray hair, like half gray hair, over 6 feet tall, holding a long sword, and he sheathes it and looks at the carnage around him. He sees your group and walks forward. A few guards rush to stand with him, but he kind of waves them away.
Yep, he's probably the king. He hasn't got any shit on him.
At this point, the remaining soldiers suddenly fan out and start looking for survivors among the bodies. So the king turns to Major Baumgartner. He says, "I'm glad to see you're still alive." And he's like, "Yep. Hey, look, I brought reinforcements." He gestures to your group, and actually, your group is surprisingly intact. Like none of the NPCs died for some reason.
Hooray!
Despite
It's
Riga, the
good.
arrow magnet.
Hey,
Still got like
you know
arrows
what?
sticking out of her shoulder.
Like, that being said, like, she's just a farmer. Like, she's resilient for a farmer. Like, she's still here. She hasn't run. Like,
Called her HP, Cassie.
I gotta hand it. Well, she didn't run. I gotta hand it to her.
Neither do
She-
the
she
rocks.
She has 4 hit points, and she has that many because I gave her the toughness feat.
That's wonderful.
So
So we are in the presence of the king.
Yeah.
he says, "Thank you all for coming. I'm sorry that so many died today. I promise you the kingdom is grateful for everything you sacrificed. I am King Philip, pleased to make your acquaintance."
I bow to the king. It's an honor, Your Majesty. Thank you.
He gives you kind of like a polite smile, like he doesn't say it, but it's, the look in his face is that's not completely necessary.
So how grateful, financially speaking.
Wow. Okay.
We want a puppy.
Are you actually saying this?
A little bit.
Okay. He actually.
No,
kind of
you're
laughs.
not.
He actually kind of laughs. He's like, I'm sure we can work something out. Much shorter, older man in what would normally be considered fineries comes rushing up next to him. He's wearing like small spectacles, and he has mud all along his lower calves and feet.
Ah, the royal vizier, the men who must immediately be evil. Okay, cool.
He goes, yes, this is my old friend.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah.
This is my old friend and Major Domo Higgins.
Is this someone else's Patreon thing, or?
No.
Okay, cool. I can make fun of his name.
Yeah, go for it. And so the king says, Higgins, what do the soldiers say? His eyes kind of flit back and forth between the king and you. He looks uncomfortable discussing this in front of you, but he answers, there may be some orcs still alive, aside from the shaman there, but they kind of doubt any of them would have anything useful to say, and frankly, I agree. Orcs don't tend to respond to interrogations, and they tend to fall into battle without having to know specifics, especially, it's like, yes, Higgins, your point is taken. Do we know how many orc tribes attacked us today? He says, our count is 5, sire. One tribe must have only sent a scant few orcs, but we recognized 5 distinct tribal, motifs, if you will.
I thought orc tribes didn't like each other generally as a rule. What did you do, Your Highness, to get them to band against you?
Yeah, so he's like really rubbing his chin. He's like, how did 5 different orc tribes know we were going to be here? Higgins
5 different spies.
Or one
Higgins
spy
says,
with 5 ways, but yeah.
I'll make some inquiries, sire. He says, no, don't. Higgins looks completely baffled.
Yeah, I'm with Higgins. Why?
He says, okay, whenever plans such as this are made, they're discussed inside an anti-magic field, so we cannot be scryed. Only a very few trusted advisors and servants are told what route we'll be taking and when we'll be leaving. Most of these soldiers didn't know we were leaving until we did, and none of them knew where we were going.
Where were you going?
We were on a diplomatic mission. I'm supposed to meet with the queen of the Quelli... Or sorry, how do I... It's my own setting, I'm forgetting.
To the Alderanians.
The Quillarian elves.
Okay, does she have any enemies that would like to see you die so that it would be put on blame on her?
Well, I didn't tell her which route I would be taking, or specifics like time and whatnot. So right now, I don't know who I can trust to handle this.
Yo!
What are you doing?
Hello.
What? No, what? What?
What?
What's
going on?
Why are we saying hello?
I am saying
Be friendly.
we can be trusted to handle this.
What? Celeste, please tell me that's not the same logic you're following. Oh my god!
I want puppy.
We'll find you a nice one!
Okay, so Philip turns. So he says, "Listen, I don't normally do this." As he says that,
of course he
Higgins
doesn't.
rolls his eyes, like he totally does do this all the time.
I'm with Higgins!
It's like, "Oh, stop it, Higgins!" But
No,
I need
no.
someone.
Let's hear what Higgins has to say.
He says, "Look, I need someone I can trust to investigate this for me. Can I trust you?"
Sure.
We could be trusted, can't we, Garrett?
I'm not going to betray the king. I just don't want to be a part
We
of
could
this.
be trusted, can't
All right,
we,
you
Garrett?
giant hemorrhoid. Jesus.
It's basically
hemorrhoid.
separating the three of you from the others in the party because, like, he's not gonna
Yeah, ask
he's
Riga.
not gonna ask the farmer.
No, the only thing you should ask Riga is how long do you want to be healed for what she's done, And how much gold do you want to be paid? Because that's how much this woman deserves at this point.
No, we keep her around. She's good at arrow shield.
Well,
We'll buy you a buckler, man.
Oh, by the way,
I was kidding.
while this is happening, several dozen elves arrive, most of them armed with bows and swords, and they come to a stop and stand at attention. None of them are pointing their weapons in a threatening manner.
I
oh,
guess the Lenore or whatever the heck elves you're going to meet with.
Yeah, one elf male in absolutely shimmering silver comes forward.
Oh my god, elves are
says-
so much.
Yeah. He says, our Queen Ilithia was disturbed to hear a diplomatic delegation to come see her was attacked. She instructed me to come to your aid. I'm sorry to see we did not arrive in time, but I'm pleased to see you are unharmed, Your Majesty. So, King Philip actually responds in Elven. Those of you who actually speak Elven, which I think is...
is it just
Garrett, do you
me?
speak Elven?
Let me check. No. I speak orc, though.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Okay, so Celeste understands him.
So I like kind of whisper translate what he's saying.
I'm just gonna glaze over their whole conversation, but
Okay, that's fine.
Essentially-
Also,
essentially he brings him actually a tribute that was going to be presented to him when he arrives, but he figured given the circumstances I'll give it to him now. And it's this big chest full of gold. And the king says, would Her Majesty be terribly insulted if I were to pass her gift on to the brave soldiers who fought to ensure this meeting of ours? And he's like, not at all. This is why she gave you gold, so you can spend as you saw best. So he turns to Higgins. He says, split this money evenly among the soldiers, both living and dead. See to it that each one who died will have their families looked after. If there's a remainder, round up to the nearest gold piece, and I'll pay whatever remains out of my own pocket.
Do we count
Wow.
soldiers?
this king
What's that?
is a
Yeah.
super cool and nice guy.
So Higgins starts counting the coins. All in all, I'm going to say up front, you all get 134 gold pieces each.
I wish I could say that a lot. That's a lot, but I know it's not.
What did you say?
134.
134. There were originally over 100 soldiers protecting the king, and not so many now. That's why the gold is spread so thin. But still, a lot of money for say a commoner.
Hey, it's 130 pieces we didn't have before, so I'm calling this a victory.
Like Riga is basically set for years.
You know shit. It's like, I kind of walk up to Riga and be like,
Hi, Riga. My name's Garrett. It's nice to meet you. If you do this again, I will yell at you for a while. Now, I think you've done
Yell
really.
at you for a while.
I think you've done really great here today, and I think that's great. But if I ever see you on a battlefield again, I'm going to scream in a loud octave that is so high that only the dogs will hear it, which will be a problem, because Korg's dog will probably get pissed at me that he will have by then. So please don't go back on a battlefield.
Riga, I was honored to fight beside you today. That is all.
Yes,
She's
please
still
go
kind of
home and
dumbfounded
sit-
by all the money that she just received, but she kind of nods. This is not something that she expected.
Please go
Okay.
home to your husband and be safe, and blessings upon you.
She's probably not going to go home on her own. She probably was going to want to be escorted because there might still be some orcs out there between here and town. But
That's fair.
so, so the king turns to you. Is like, are you serious about investigating this for me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he says, are you willing to put your trustworthiness to the test?
Sure.
what?
he pulls out a couple of these small items, a ring and like a small crystal lens thing, and you can tell right away they're magic items. He says again, are you willing to put your trustworthiness to the test?
I am with my friends on.
Where's that going?
He actually
right up your
laughs. It's like he seems ashamed to be laughing with so many dead people around, but that really caught him off guard. So he goes. So he puts on his ring and like makes a show of it to show he's not like doing anything bad or whatever, and he's like kind of reaches over and gently touches you each, and then he sort of nods. He holds the crystal lens to one eye, and he asks you, state your names and tell me where you're from.
I am Korg. I am from home.
My name is Garrett, and also from home.
My name is Celeste, and I'm from... I don't even know if we really talked about...
Well, yeah, we'll just say I fill in the blanks.
Yeah, and I am from a monastery that praises Paylor.
He says, do you mean any harm to me, to this kingdom, or to its people?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Absolutely the opposite. Actually.
Are you willing to seek righteousness and justice, and to do so fairly, to always serve the greatest good of the people over your individual selves?
Wait, what?
I thought you're chaotic good, Mike.
Yeah, chaotic good, not chaotic stupid.
Celeste very very enthusiastically goes like, yeah.
Because, yeah.
That's a weird answer, Mike.
That's my answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Or
he looks
maybe-
over you.
Or here's the thing, Tom. You know my character's background and alignment is my character
Yes.
putting up a front to keep his self-preservation going.
Right.
Right? Breaking character and shit, right?
So, so he looks at you. He does appear to be satisfied. And he takes out a rod and holds it up, and there's a sort of a flash of light. And all three of you now have a small crest appear on your right palms.
Oh.
It's almost like a tattoo.
Oh, this is my me time hand.
Oh, jeez, Mike!
I got ink.
It's okay. It disappears and reappears at your will, but if anyone sees it, they know to give you due assistance as any member of the town watch or knight in my army. It says, you are hereby afforded the title of knight, and you are given investigative authority in any city in the kingdom. Apologies for the lack of ceremony, but I suppose I never was much good at those.
I mean, that's not a big deal. Ceremonies are like whatever. This is really cool.
Korg, one of the cool kids now.
He says, no, I'm putting my trust in you. He says, I understand that there are sometimes circumstances where a good person may lie about themselves and their intentions. He's not looking at you, but you know he's talking about you.
You who, Garrett?
Yes.
Yes!
He's very diplomatically not looking at you as he says this. He says, but from what I've seen today, I sincerely believe you are all persons of great character. Just be warned, if any of you ever one day has a change of heart, and abuse of the people's trust cannot be given any leniency.
Is this going to light on fire during my me time?
Shut up, Mike!
on the straight and narrow.
I can't tell how much of this is in character and how much is out of character.
I just want to paint a brief picture for you for a second. I'm imagining that you're having your me time, alright? And all of a sudden, in the middle of me time, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna betray the people. Bam! Your dick's on fire! Why would that happen in the middle of your me time?
Maybe there's a delay. I'd be like, I'm gonna betray the people. Huh, nothing happened. Some time later. Ha-da-da-da-da, ha! You know.
By the way, this podcast is now retroactively rated PG-13.
I was not the first one to say penis in this entire... I said me time. I could have been playing video games or reading a book.
Hi, everyone. Are you surprised?
You assumed, Cassie!
I think that speaks more. I could be out watering plants, and I'd be afraid of lighting my plants on fire.
That's not true.
But here's the question. Were we right?
Oh, yeah. I'm not wrong, but still, you're wrong for assuming.
Look,
Okay,
look, Mike, look, I've been your friend for years. I know you, okay?
I think it's pretty clear that you are the one who is wrong.
Alright, so the king says, look, I'm going to go with the elves and see their queen as planned. Whatever you find, report back to Sir Baumgartner.
All right, you gonna go again, Your Highness? What if there's a chance that they're expecting you to do so and make another attack on you?
Well,
I mean, you're kind of poorly fortified after all your guys got attacked. Don't you want to maybe head back home, refortify up? I'm sure the Queen will understand like a couple of days delay in that case. See, it's not always sarcasm. Sometimes it's pragmatic.
It's okay. I sent messengers to a few places. Reinforcements may be coming from other cities as well.
That's so great. Is anyone actually going to be protecting you until they show up?
We have the elves, we have the soldiers we have left, and when word returns to the capital, I have soldiers who, with wizards and such, who can teleport straight to me.
Hooray!
I'm going to be fine.
That's super handy. I wish I could do that.
But I thank you for your concern.
No problem.
Well,
You can see he's a little bit of a stubborn person.
Roll.
Just a tad bit.
Okay, so Bengal, who apparently has been with you this whole time, but has been hidden this whole time. He's like, so how much money do I get?
We already agreed. 6 silver per day.
Well, actually, now, here's the thing. We're now hired bondsmen for the king. So really, it's everything we do helps the nation. So really, you should want to help us out of your own moral fiber.
Yay! For goodness.
He's kind of like baffled. Like, he doesn't know whether to take what you're saying seriously, but
You participated in fight, you got your share of the gold too.
he didn't participate in the fight. And he
That's
was-
why he
Oh,
didn't.
then I get
That's
his
why,
share.
that's why he didn't get anything.
Yeah, so he kind of realizes this, but doesn't want to admit it. So he just kind of drops it. He says, "So listen, about that half orc."
What, you mean Korg? He's right here.
No, what? Orc's human.
He is? I thought he was half orc. Wow,
Don't let the deep voice fool you.
I have been.
Old, you mean?
So, that half orc that got all that money.
Yeah, what about him?
It's like, so, how do we know he didn't tip off the orcs? Maybe somebody paid him off. And...
What is the logical connect between that and this? Because, okay, look, No, I want to understand this, because the king just admitted, with some decency, that was a closed doors meeting. Okay.
Yes.
So how does that sequence even logically connect?
Okay, well, would one of his most trusted people go directly to an orc village and say, "Hey, I'm going to give you information," and not get murdered?
Okay, yeah, but it probably wasn't one of his... Okay, it was one of his people, but they were probably being powered by an additional third party that was intermediating everything.
Right, so, but in the end, who would have actually gone to the orcs and told them?
And you just assume because he's a half-orc that he has committed the crime? That's literally racist!
He speaks the orc language. They trust orcs, or half-orcs. If they
So do I!
Garrett is right. He does speak half-orc.
Oh my god.
Therefore, Garrett is the traitor.
Oh, Korg, if I was the traitor, I would never be in a range of where you could ever catch me.
Your logic is sound.
Korg, if I ever betrayed you and Celeste and the king in the same literal day, I would be on another continent the second it happened.
Or not. Because I'd probably smack you
Yeah.
in the face.
I mean, and if you ever found out about it, you would hunt me down.
Yes.
Be like 90 and I'd watch an old-ass version of you just popping out. It's like, I've come for you. Ah! Fun. I want to live my life like that.
If you betrayed us, I want you to.
No, I don't. Want to or will. Moving on. So we're profiling now, right?
Which profiling? Wait, which half-orc are we talking about? What?
You remember the original plot hook we had that there was a half-orc hunter that was making way too much money and throwing it around despite the fact that he was just a simple hunter-trapper?
Yeah, he suddenly got a lot of money at once, and nobody knows where it came from. And then...
It's a lead, so we should probably follow up on it.
Not even a day later, a bunch of orcs attack the king, and nobody knows how the orcs knew.
They're likely unconnected, but we don't really have any other leads right now, so we'll just pursue that in and of itself. And because odds are, if he got that much money, he's probably committing an illegal crime, not necessarily this one.
Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, there's only two ways, as we're heading back, obviously. There's only two ways he could have made that much money. One, he robbed a crypt somewhere that no one knows about, and he's using it as a source for money. Or two, someone paid him.
Right. So
well, for something.
It's worth investigating, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Anyway, if you guys want to head back to town, you probably should go and escort the others who came with you.
Sure.
So they don't get killed by orcs who happen to wander into the path, or if they're latecomers to the party or whatever.
Yep.
Okay. So you start heading back, and Korg.
Yep.
Suddenly you're feeling deathly ill.
Oh yeah, poison arrow in chest.
Oh boy.
Did we not take that out of him?
You took it out of him, and he seemed to...
Did you take the poison out too?
He seemed to do okay initially, but now he's just really feeling weak. He's he can barely stand all of a sudden.
Is there anything that I can do to remove that?
Give me a heal check to kind of assess.
That is a 20.
It doesn't look like life-threatening, but it looks like he's going to require a lot of care.
Okay.
So best thing would probably be to get him to a temple.
Okay.
And where someone can look after him.
Alright. I can take you, Korg, to see some people about this. We should really pay some attention to this.
Let us be off while I puke up my guts.
Oh,
Okay.
come now, Korg. It's something the first time, won't be the last.
Wow.
Korg loses consciousness and just collapses.
Okay. We're gonna
And that is where we are
We're
getting
gonna have
into this
to-
episode.
have to carry the big guy home now.
We don't have to carry him. We put him on the cart and call it a day.
Alright.
So
A
thank you
halfling and a
everyone
half
for
elf
joining
is
us.
going to carry this guy and put him on a cart.
I have been your Dungeon Master, Tom. He is an evil genius white, and I am joined with...
I have been Korg, played by me, Louis Linkara Lovhaug.
And I have been Celeste, Cassie D20 Love Chew.
And I have been Garrett, played by Big Mike from D20 Live and the 404s.
Thank you for joining us. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Dice Warriors. Thank you for coming. Have a great night.
Bye.
The Bloodwall campaign is a special 2-week event running Tuesday and Thursday. Return to us on Tuesday for part 3 of both the North and South campaign, available at the exact same time, since both of these stories happen at the exact same time. A fun little bit of trivia: the players are not in on the bit. They were unaware that there was another game happening just on the other side of the wall. And when all of this is said and done, we return to our usual rigmarole. In September, we release episodes of Tales from the Loop, a new kind of role-playing game where we're playing kids getting up to no good, finding mysteries, and trying to convince the adults that there's something weird happening and they're a little too busy. It's a really interesting alternate history on the 1980s. It's got a lot of a Stranger Things feel to it, and I can't wait to share it with you. And if you're listening to this episode the day it came out, that means in 2 days' time, on Saturday, the 25th at 5 p.m. Toronto time, we'll be broadcasting our recording session live from our studio over our Discord channel. A Patreon supporter of any amount gets a Patreon role on our Discord channel, which grants them access to our virtual studio audience, where you can listen in and maybe ask questions between the hours as we're recording the game, and get to know the process, as well as a sneak peek on a game that won't be released for another few weeks. Tales in the Loop, coming out in September, recording this Saturday. And the Bloodwall campaign will return to you on Tuesday, both the North and South campaigns, right here on the Terrible Warriors.